What day is it?
Today is the epic day. We paint, finally, the exterior of the car, the entire car.
Yes!
And it's also my son's birthday.
No, we don't post that. So, we made a checklist in the process of stuff we need to get done here. Greg, thanks for your idea on the paint list here. I was telling Pops earlier, it's funny, when I would paint before, every time I'd finish a coat, I'd mark down what time it was, and all I had to mark on the desk there was a paper towel, so I'd use a Sharpie and mark on a paper towel. This is a lot better. I like this idea. But this gives you an idea of how much paint we have to do today. There's a lot of stages of paint. I don't think most people realize how much paint goes on this car, because I don't film them all. So I've listed 3 stages of sealer here. We probably only need 2. Roger, thanks again for your comment on this stuff. So I'm gonna try the first step of the technique you did. So we're gonna put a light coat of sealer over all these painted areas, the big painted areas. And then if I don't have any reactions or anything with that, then we'll just do stage 2 and then we're done. But as Pops and I were just talking about, you know, there's been a lot of discussion about getting rid of the red and everything. And you know, I keep thinking about reactions of the paint, but there's red everywhere, right? Like every place around this car has red, right? So if we're going to have a reaction problem, we're going to have it everywhere, right? So I'm hoping that's just a non-issue. But as Roger said, when it fails right away. So I'm hoping if we do have any problems, it fails right away. And then we know we have to stop and fix something before we move on. But that's not going to happen, right?
No.
It's just going to work. All right, so this is my checklist. Greg, again, thank you for the tweezers. Put that on my list. So we're gonna jack the car up right now, get the wheels off. Then I can start masking this. Pops has got a few little things to do to get moving. And we can't start painting probably till about 11. It hits like 71, I think, at 11, which will be fine for sealer. And then, you know, by noonish, whatever, we should be in the low to mid 70s. Gonna start base coat, I hope. Yeah?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
No, you're gonna have...
And I was gonna say these bug traps that I put in here didn't do any good, and I looked really closely. There's a gnat in there. We caught 1 gnat, so that's good. The fly traps didn't catch anything, as near as I can tell. So there may not be any flies in here, which is good. Last night, I was telling Pops, this big gnarly, I don't know what the hell it was, critter came flying in here. It looked like a dragonfly nymph or something, but it had wings. And it just landed right on the car, and I tried to flick it off, but it flew away. Ugly thing. I don't see it in here anymore, so hopefully it's gone. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get the jack and get the car up in the air. What do you think?
I think masterpiece is coming along.
Oh, these lights worked out well.
This looks like a studio after the car's done.
Yeah, it does. That worked out pretty well. So we just laid the tires down and stuck the lights on top of them. Got a nice light on the side of the car. That's awesome. Sweet. All right, we're gonna mask the car off now. Actually, let's clean it first because there's a lot of crap on it. Then we'll mask it off.
Where'd you come from?
I found him. Hopefully he's well and truly stuck to that tape. That's the guy that I was saying looked like a dragonfly nymph. I think he's just a dragonfly.
Can't get out of it.
He's stuck. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. Sorry, buddy. Your show ends here. All right, so going around the car one last time. Found a little bit of chicken skin. Thanks, Nate. Pops loved that. I sent that video to him. You see over here, there's still some guide coat left, a little orange peel / chicken skin, so I'm gonna hit that real quick. And I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but this looks a little suspect to me right here. This looks like there's some scratches here, so I'm gonna hit that with 600 again real quick. All right, so all this stuff is backmasked all the way around the car. You can see this is down to the line we're painting here, so there's smooth transition tape under that. Covered that guy up all the way around. And then this is backmasked here. And the valence down there. And that's it. So we're going to drape it in plastic and see how it goes. As you can see, we are way behind schedule, but it's still only 71 here in the garage, so it's still warming up. Car's coming along. As we always say, it takes so much longer to do this than you think it should. So the trunk here, what I did, I just ran the plastic all the way through, like so. Pops closed up the hinges and stuff, put some foam tape here, and then I got to leave openings for the trunk. Let me fix that real quick, and then we're just going to close this dog. If I can give anybody one piece of advice, have lots of razor blades. Alright, we're even further behind schedule. But the car's done. Pops is waxing grease in it. I just got done swapping my filters. So I put a new desiccant filter in here. The one that was in there looked pretty mint, but this thing, it was pink. And this is the filter that came out of there, and I was like, wow, that thing looks pretty mint. And he says, not a lot of crap coming in the lines from the compressor and everything. That's the last stage before the desiccant. And I was just going to leave it in there. There's a little bit of water inside that thing, and I'm squeezing this. It's like, it feels kind of damp, so I think it's working. It actually has some water in it. Not a lot, but it's got some. So I went ahead and changed that. All right, so let's see how we're doing on our checklist. My lights keep falling over here. Pop said he's going to come up with some plan for those. Nothing. I can't cross anything off this list. All right, we are pretty much ready to go. Only 4 hours behind schedule. So the painting plan, your light fell over here again. I think it was Jan. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, Jan or Jan. I'm assuming Jan. Mentioned painting the car and make sure your overspray is following into wet paint. That was my plan. So I'm going to start on the hood here, work our way across. We're going to do the doors open like this. So I'm going to do the hood, then the roof. So the overspray from the roof is going here. Then we're going to do the door jamb area, close the door, then walk the side of the car, then come around over here, do this jamb, close the door, walk the side of the car, then do the trunk, just a second, then do the trunk, lower valance or trim, whatever, tail panel there, and then the front valance. That's it. That's the plan. So we're ready to go. We're going to mix up some paint. Woohoo! All right, here are the paint supplies. A sealer here, hardener reducer, waterborne base coat. I have the reducer in the cabinet next to me, and the clear coat, and cups, buckets, filters, fire extinguisher in case something goes wrong. Pops is eating cookies and having coffee, so we're ready to go. There's a little bit of seam sealing to do here, but we're going to put the first coat of sealer on the light coat first, and while that's drying we'll get ready for the seam sealer. Hopefully that means the sealer is well and truly dry by the time we come around to do the next coat. Okay, off we go. can see the edge a little bit, but I put it on really light. So I'm hoping on the next coat that'll disappear. So we're ready to do our seam sealer now. Alright, that's the Fuser seam sealer. So we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes and we're ready to put some, we're gonna do the whole car. It'll be the first time I've ever painted this whole car all in one shot. Woo!